Welcome to another episode of Rithu the Explorer travel vlog. In this episode, I'm taking you on a journey through the enchanting coastal town of Whitby, a gem nestled on the Yorkshire coast of England. This historic seaside town is absolutely bursting with character and charm, and I can't wait to show you around. From its ancient abbey ruins to its bustling harbor, Whitby is a place where centuries of maritime history come alive. The town's narrow, cobbled streets, traditional fishing boats, and stunning coastal views make it one of Yorkshire's most beloved destinations. We're starting our exploration right here in the heart of the town. Whitby, a historic town in North Yorkshire famously tied to Dracula, offers the perfect setting for ghost walks blending history, folklore, and spine-chilling tales. Guided tours delve into the town's eerie past with captivating stories of restless spirits and maritime legends. It's an unforgettable, hair-raising experience you won't want to miss. As we make our way through the bustling harbor, we come across the magnificent Whitby Harbour Lighthouse. This beautiful structure, though not particularly tall, has been a crucial guardian of these waters since 1914. The lighthouse's bright beacon continues to guide fishing boats and vessels safely into the harbor, just as it has done for over a century. Looking at this historic lighthouse, you can't help but imagine all the stories it could tell, of stormy nights, fishing fleets returning home, and countless sailors who've been grateful for its guiding light. The lighthouse sits at the perfect spot to appreciate Whitby's maritime soul. The smell of salt in the air and the sound of waves crashing against the pier really bring home why this lighthouse has been so important to generations of seafarers. Even today, it continues its vital role in maritime safety, though now it's automated rather than manually operated as it was in the past. The piers of Whitby are iconic landmarks in the picturesque coastal town of Whitby, North Yorkshire, England. These twin structures, East Pier and West Pier, stretch out into the North Sea, serving as both protective barriers for Whitby's historic harbor and as scenic spots for visitors. Dating back to the 18th and 19th centuries, the piers were designed to shield the harbor from rough seas and facilitate safe passage for fishing boats and ships. Both piers are accessible to the public and offer breathtaking views of the coastline, the dramatic cliffs, and the Whitby Abbey ruins perched on the East Cliff. The piers are particularly popular with photographers and walkers, providing a serene place to enjoy the sea breeze and watch the tide roll in. With their rich history and stunning surroundings, the piers of Whitby are a must-visit for anyone exploring this charming seaside town. Now let's head over to Funland, where the cheerful sounds of arcade games and joyful laughter fill the air. This beloved amusement arcade has been entertaining families for generations, offering that classic British seaside experience that makes Whitby so special. As soon as you step inside, you're greeted by the magical symphony of beeping games, clinking coins, and excited voices. Walking through the arcade, you'll find all the traditional favorites, from the penny pushers that have tested people's patience and luck for decades, to the grabber machines filled with tempting prizes. The flashing lights of the various games create a warm, inviting atmosphere that's impossible to resist. The arcade offers a perfect retreat on both sunny afternoons and rainy days, making it an essential part of any Whitby visit. With its strategic location right by the harbor, you can easily pop in for a quick game or spend hours exploring all the entertainment on offer. Standing at the heart of Whitby, we find ourselves at the iconic Swing Bridge, a magnificent piece of Victorian engineering that has been connecting the east and west sides of the town since 1909. This beautiful bridge spans the River Esk and plays a crucial role in Whitby's daily life and maritime activities. Watch in amazement as this mechanical marvel comes to life. Every few hours, when larger vessels need to pass through, the bridge smoothly swings open, pivoting on its central axis. It's a spectacular sight that draws crowds of onlookers, both locals and tourists alike. The process is seamlessly orchestrated, with warning bells signaling pedestrians and traffic to clear the bridge before its graceful rotation begins. Before the current bridge was built, Whitby relied on various wooden bridges to connect its two halves. The Swing Bridge revolutionized the town's infrastructure, allowing both river traffic and land transportation to coexist harmoniously. This engineering achievement was crucial for Whitby's development as a busy port town, enabling larger vessels to access the upper harbor while maintaining the vital connection between the east and west banks. From here, you can truly appreciate the bridge's strategic position. To one side, you'll see fishing boats and pleasure crafts moored in the lower harbor, while the other side reveals the upper harbor stretching inland. Now we're making our way onto Church Street, one of Whitby's most enchanting thoroughfares. The cobblestones beneath our feet have witnessed centuries of history, each stone telling its own story of sailors, traders, and locals who've walked this very path. This narrow street, with its characteristic Yorkshire charm, perfectly captures the essence of Old Whitby. As we stroll along, you'll notice the wonderful array of independent shops that line both sides of the street. Gleaming jet jewelry displays catch your eye, a reminder of Whitby's famous jet industry that once flourished here. These buildings that surround us, with their weathered stone facades and distinctive architecture, date back to the 17th and 18th centuries. Many of these buildings started life as homes of wealthy merchants who made their fortunes from Whitby's maritime trade. The street has a wonderful way of transporting you back in time. Small alleyways branch off mysteriously between buildings, leading to hidden courtyards and ancient steps. Each shopfront tells its own story, from antiquarian bookshops packed with treasures to traditional sweet shops displaying jars of old-fashioned candies. You might notice how the street gently slopes toward the harbor, a reminder that we're never far from the sea in Whitby. The shops here still maintain their original character, with many featuring traditional signage and window displays that would have been familiar to visitors from centuries past. It's this attention to preserving the street's heritage that makes it such a special part of Whitby's charm. And now we're approaching one of Whitby's most iconic landmarks, the legendary 199 Steps. These ancient stone steps have been challenging visitors and locals alike for centuries, serving as the main route between the town and St. Mary's Church since the 1300s. The steps we see today were laid in 1774, replacing the original wooden steps that stood here for hundreds of years. Local legend tells us that when Bram Stoker visited Whitby, these very steps inspired him while writing Dracula. As the sun begins its descent over the harbor, we're heading to one of the town's finest seafood restaurants. Abbey Wharf is a popular restaurant and bar located in Whitby's marketplace, offering stunning views of the harbor and the east and west piers. The menu includes a variety of seafood, steaks, salads, and vegetarian options, with an emphasis on fresh, locally sourced ingredients. The bar boasts an extensive selection of traditional beers, wines, spirits, and freshly prepared cocktails. Abbey Wharf also hosts live entertainment most weekends, ranging from resident DJs to live bands, enhancing the vibrant atmosphere. Whether you're seeking a leisurely meal with picturesque views or a lively evening with music, Abbey Wharf provides a memorable experience in the heart of Whitby. From the historic harbor to the charming streets, the 199 steps to this delicious meal, we've experienced the very best of what this enchanting coastal town has to offer. I hope you've enjoyed exploring Whitby with me today, and I look forward to sharing more adventures with you soon. Until next time, keep exploring.